Water signs, the energy for you for the week ahead is quite unusual. It seems to be focused on relationships. Now, air signs had the very same card out of this whole deck. So that is quite kooky. Maybe you're in a relationship with an air sign, but anyway, the focus is very much on matters of the heart, your emotional relationship with another person. Or if you're single, it is about your inner balance emotionally. So this is the King of Water signs. So this represents you, whether you're male or female, being in command. And I got the really funniest vibe from these two cards. You are sitting pretty, you are sitting in your power at the moment because you've learned when to be defensive actively, with boundaries, and you've learned how to kind of disappear when you need to. And what I heard was you know when to hold him and when to fold him, when to walk away and when to run. So that's you. You've learnt the hard way really about boundaries and about cutting your losses. And you're at this point now where you do feel like you have your grip on yourself. But this week, look at this. There is the promise of stability, home and family, property, a milestone in life that is worth celebrating. So this is upbeat energy, joyful energy. It is also stability. But look what's on either side of it. The frickin' devil and the hanged one. Now, I don't know whether you are flanking, you've got issues around stability right now, and of course the theme is emotions and relationships. So there might be the same old problem rearing its ugly head, forcing you to look at life from a new perspective. Or this is what I'm sort of sensing from this: you finally get past what has been bedeviling you, a negative situation, just things that, sort of a cycle that you felt stuck in. You've made the leap. There is a new level in your life of stability and joy. And that is enabling you to see things from a whole different perspective. Maybe you've had a perspective shift that has, freed you from this devilry and allowed you to get to this place of stability and joy. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you about this. Yeah, so look, there have been disappointments, or there may be a disappointment coming up. Five of Cups is very sad energy. It is really focusing on the negative though, because of the Five Cups, three of them have been knocked over, and that's a big deal, but there are two still standing. So that is the message of this card, isn't to only grieve what's lost, but remember what you still have. And the Two of Wands was next to it. Now that is all about realizing you're at a crossroads and moving forwards, deciding how you want your life to be, thinking about all your options here. So there might be some sort of setback and a crossroads, but there is this hope, and there's sort of this long range planning where you can kind of start to see things from a broader perspective, or realize you've got more choices in the matter than you had thought. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. That indicates to me that things are changing, but this can be a lucky change, even if it doesn't present in that way to start with. So what is this coming up? Let's tease out a bit more information here. Okay, this is a new beginning. The baby card indicates that. So this is a fresh start. Now it feels like a fresh start that has a lot of history behind it. And there might be the temptation to keep looking back at the past and sort of keep dwelling on the negative. This card has come out before this week, so this is a bit of a theme, but there is an olive branch energy around you. Now, that seems to indicate that this is a time to let bygones be bygones maybe, and really take a fresh start by releasing the past, forgiving and forgetting, and allowing yourself to move on. So let's take a look at these cards again. You could stay stuck, Or you could look at life from a new perspective, completely upside down. And that is your ticket to this harmony and stability and joy. That seems to be the vibe here. So yes, there is an adjustment and you will be tempted to look back, but you're kind of being urged to move forward because you've got a quantum jump ahead here. You've got to take a leap into the future is what it feels like. You're going to get to a new level in your relationship, but it feels like you have to trust. You have to see things from a different perspective. You have to be prepared to let something go. Your commitment is being tested. So this is this should I stay or should I go vibe that we got right from the beginning. It feels like maybe there is a relationship that you're looking at quite hard and you're wondering whether to stay and persevere or to cut and run. So that is why your commitment is being tested here. So let's look at the energy for you to lean away from and the energy to lean towards. Okay, this is interesting. The energy to lean away from is the Magician. Now that is, in the negative, manipulating situations or being a bit of a control freak. So that is a very interesting energy because you did get the fresh start here with the baby, and normally this is a kind of fresh start as well with the Magician. But if it's energy to lean away from, it is manipulation, wasting resources, illusions, being out of touch and being deceptive. And the control freakery is like really working hard to get what you want no matter what. And there's a sense that you might be working to, really hard to keep hold of something that's actually not in your best interest to keep hold of. That's the kind of vibe here. The manipulation or the active energy to try and control what happens seems to be the thing to avoid. And in fact, the thing to lean towards is the moon. Now, this is really going deep within to look at your own sort of subconscious drives, your self-sabotage mechanisms. How have you been prey to this in the past? How might it be playing out in your life now? It's better to bring these issues or hidden issues, or subterfuge, deception, bring what's hidden into the light so it can be examined. So don't keep things bottled up. Don't keep things secret. Don't squash down any misgivings. Don't hide anything with the moon. Bring it all out into the light, bring it out into the open. Come clean on a matter or speak up, with your truth. Don't let people guess. Don't be passive aggressive. And also don't let your subconscious fears run the show. Bring them to light. It's sort of like, don't lean into the moon by not denying it. Accept it. Deal with what's real. That seems to be the vibe there. So release of fear, secrets revealed, truth exposed, repressed emotions coming forward, clarity and understanding. That's what you get when you deal with the moon. That seems to be the energy for you in your relationships for the week ahead. Now, I'm not doing personal one-on-one readings at the moment, but I do hope this kind of collective reading helped you a bit. And meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.